1A. Yeah, 1A matchup between Blue Scuti and Redshirt. We'll go ahead, count them down. And we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left, you know him and love him as our 4-time Classic Tetris League champion. Reigning, defending, dominating, whatever you want to call it. It's what he's been doing. And he has an NTSC PB to back it up. 12,409,000 points. Rolling out of the United States. Welcome in, Blue Scuti. And on the right, rolling out of the United States with a PB of 1,924,000. It is Redshirt. And yes, as mentioned earlier, Scuti currently 2-0, has only dropped 1 game to Hydrant. Hydrant has otherwise had a rough season. He's been swept in every other match that he's played, so see if Hydrant can get back in it before the end of the season. Still has to play Macy, O, and Redshirt. Redshirt, meanwhile, only played 1 match, and it was a decider. Lost to O. So came close to taking that one, but is going to have to dig deep to take out the defending champ here. So right now, Scuti with the lead, 258 to 234. Redshirt kind of getting to a little bit of the traffic up towards the top of the board, but it's calm enough up there that should be able to work this out. Has long bar dependency on the left. Finally gets the bar to fill it in. We'll open up the right side and we'll be fine. 38,000 point lead for Scuti. Tetris for both players. Got Omar Red Star in chat. Welcome in. Also known as the Bane of Danny J. Poor guy's taking shots and he's not even here. 349 for Scuti, 292 for Redshirt. We're a little more than halfway through level 18. Redshirt with ye old head shake there. Get that bar over to the right for the Tetris. Oh, that solve for Scuti there. Will it work out? Just needs a bar. I don't believe that. I did have to cover the well over on the right side, but we'll open it back up in time for the bar. Really? Only 2 birds, Scuti? Kidding me? That's highway robbery. $490 for Scuti, $435 for Redshirt. We're around the 100-line turn. Scuti getting droughted here at the wrong time. But we'll get the right side open. Bar Bar goes over for the Tetris. 524 for Scuti, 460 for Redshurt. Redshurt not getting ideal pieces here. Both players getting droughted. Redshurt can't quite find the right pieces to get out of this. He's tried a couple of things here, but nothing seems to be working. Now it's a long bar dependency. Where is this bar? Another drought coming in. Finally shows up. There's a head now. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. But Scuti's going to go in at 604. Redshurt at 519. Tetris for Scuti. Redshurt with a lot of work to do here. Oh, screaming at the board. Redshurt not happy with what he sees. And then a misdrop there as well. It's going to take an effort to bring down what's going on. Scuti also getting droughted. Redshurt has that right side open, but misses a 5-tap right before covering the well. Look at this drought. It is still going. Scuti is high up on the board here. Redshurt is also high up on the board. There's the bar finally. Both players will survive, but pretty much by the skin of their teeth. What a drought. I think that was 50 pieces. And both players working their board down to the bottom as another drought has started. This one much shorter. Only 28. Both players were on the verge of death there. It was close. Dirty Tetris for Redshurt. Trails by 86,000 here on level 24. That is less than 3 Tetrises. Let's see what can happen here as, again, drought counter ticking upwards. R came at the wrong time for Scuti, but it's fine for Redshurt. But Redshurt having to fill in. Doesn't have a good board at the moment. Scuti has cleaned up. Bar over for the triple for Redshurt. There's a Tetris for Scuti. 87,000 point lead. Gonna hold. Redshurt with a pair of Tetrises. And try to keep paces. This has not been the best post for either player. Very droughty seed in past level 19. But both players have survived. Tetris for Redshurt. That means level 29 is on tap. While Scuti having to pile on that right side. Does get the bar for the dirty Tetris. And we'll get a regular Tetris to go into 29 at 990. Redshurt will be a bit behind that pace. We'll go in at 887, 103,000 point lead for Scuti, starting out level 29 as both players at the bottom of the board to start the fast speeds. Scuti set up, bang Tetris. Redshurt set up as well. Another Tetris. Oh, a missed 5-tap. That is going to be painful. And can't get the 8 high over. Redshirt's going to top out at 940. Scuti will take game number 1. Scuti almost a 4-tap there. Team, forget about it. Here we go. Both players are ready for game 2. We'll count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Those droughts, yes, I agree. Like in the SV Guafi match, the droughts were basically like mid-sized droughts, but there were a lot of them. It really affected their scores. Here, it was like 18 was fine, and then boom, 50-piece drought on 19. So like, what the? Seriously? Yeah, there were a lot of droughts in your set. Scuti trying some tuck setups here, and they will work out. And honestly, Scuti making that stuff look easy. Tetris for both players there. 5 for 5 for Blue Scuti. We'll add another one. As we are finding another drought, Scuti will hit the bar over for the Tetris. Another Tetris for both players. Scuti getting that much needed L there, and we'll go 10 for 10. A bit of frustration on the face of Redshurt. And what's frustrating is the fact that he's having to play against perfection at the moment. This is kind of getting a little dicey for Scuti, though. And we'll have to end it at 12 straight Tetrises to start the game. Great run, though. But this board is a little high. Maybe waited a little too long to throw away the perfect game. It is getting this down. And believe it or not, it is a half-line difference. Blue Scuti with a very negligent lead. Tetris for Redshurt. And Redshurt will now have the lead. 19,000 points. Another Tetris for Scuti. Redshurt. Then keep the pace. Actually has a pace lead for the moment. Both players over 80% Tetris rate right now. Scuti, bit of a misdrop there. Didn't see what happened, but probably just gonna have to deal with it. Ooh, what's the plan here? Didn't put a long bar over there. Didn't put an L over there. Now we'll put an L over there. Now Redshurt with a negative L in his stack. Working on digging that out. That is a beautiful square right there, let me tell you. Has turned it into a long bar dependency, but just going to have to plug it. Nothing's coming. Scoring's kind of been on hold for both players here at the 100-line turn. Scuti with the lead. But it's a narrow one. 4,000 points. Very neck and neck here in game number 2. Tetris for Scuti. There's one for Redshurt. Redshurt having to deal with some traffic here, about halfway up the board. He's to tuck something under those Z's, and it took a while for something to show up. And now he's got some spires to work with. Long bar dependency, just going to plug it in. Good decision. Gets the long bar for the Tetris. Scuti into a bit of traffic. Now we'll get a dirty Tetris, but that'll be the last one he gets for a little bit here. As we're approaching the level 19 transition. Oh, Scuti's going to go dirty here, isn't he? What's the plan? Plan is the Tetris into 19. And then clean it all down. 600,000 for Scuti. Redshurt will go in at 577. Level 19, here we go. Redshurt having to take some burns there. Scuti stays clean, gets Tetrises. And Scuti could start running away with us here. The way this board looks for Redshurt right now. Just having to chop that down. Set up again, but immediately had to cover before the long bar showed up. 4 Tetris lead for Scuti. It's over 100,000 points. Both players now clean. Scuti will strike first. Where is the bar? 20-plus piece drought for Redshurt. We'll get the bar. We'll get the Tetris. Had to cover the well there, but stays alive, gets the bar for the Tetris. Scuti with a left well. It's that left well Tetris. Scuti is just going to continue with that left well. I would expect to see a well transfer here. And there it is. 978 for Scuti, 835 for Redshurt. The champ asserting dominance here in game 2. See if he can hold on to it. Or if Redshirt's going to come back. Still have a whole half a game left to play. A whole half. Yes, I said that. Tetris for both players. Scuti already with a max. Another Tetris for Redshurt. There's one for Scuti. 1.1 on level 27 for Scuti. Scuti is one Tetris away from a 1.2. Redshurt with the max. We'll score Tetris there. He's looking good for a 1.1. Scuti still sporting an 80% Tetris rate. It just falls under that right before level 29. We'll score that last Tetris to go to 1,256,000 into the kill screen. Redshurt looking for the bar, and we'll get it. 1,141,000. 115,000 points down at the transition. Can he make it up? Both players off and running on the level 29 speed, scoring Tetrises. Staying clean. A very good start for both players to this 29. Scuti at 1,375,000. Redshurt 1,221,000. Another Tetris for Scuti. Ooh, missed 5 tap there for Redshurt, but does get the board down. Now it's going to have to clean this up while Scuti is still scoring another Tetris. 1,502,000 on level 32. Trout coming in here on level 33. A triple for Redshurt. Scuti's board getting a little high. Oh, and this is a square left. And that's probably going to do it. Scuti is done. Redshurt, you have a Chasedown. You need F16. 1,516,000. Certainly within the realm of possibility. Oh, it's going column 9 here. Oh, gets the bar for the Tetris, but had to wreck the board to do it. Didn't get that double flip there, so Couple burns haven't happened, but now we're going center well. But there's no bar! And Redshurt will top out at 1,370,000. Scuti will hang on. Seed will go ahead and count them down for game 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. This is the real game 3. Scuti with the objectively correct opener there. Actually, is that true? I actually just, for the first time, saw a document that documents what the correct starting openers are. And for an O and a J, neither player did the correct opener. You're supposed to go J123 089. Now, of course, that totally depends on what the third piece is, whether you do that with the second piece, but generally the best start for 2 pieces would be that. But people love their 5 and belows. Did I say OJ? That is not correct. I don't know why I said that. Miss spin for Scuti. It's going to set him back a little bit. Redshurt, very clean. What is going on for Scuti right now? He's giving himself a challenge, is what's happening. Very unintentionally, but still. Tetris for Redshurt. We'll have a 2.5 Tetris lead here early on here in 18. Yeah, console crashes don't happen terribly often, but I have definitely seen them before. I'd say in my mind, one of the more famous ones is Alex T's in Mega Masters Round 1 a couple tournaments back. I think it was 2 years ago now. Or he's just doing Alex T things, like jumping around, doing kid stuff, and crashed his game on 18s. It's like, nice job, you did it. you crashed it. Oh, was there one that happened against Dog? I don't remember that. But I also showed up late. Cheese console death versus ICX. Yeah, that's a good one. Game 2. Yeah, I didn't show up until game 3. And even then, I didn't end up watching the whole thing. Because that went on for a while. $329 for Scuti, $324 for Redshurt. Redshurt with a better board, though. We'll score a Tetris there, and we'll have the lead for the moment. Oh, this is getting a little dicey for Scuti right now. Is starting to get control of the board, but apparently this piece sequence is unfavorable for both players. All right, what do you expect from an all-numeric seed? Did Redshurt go for the spin there? It didn't look like it. I didn't see a reaction like he was going to go for the line spin. Scuti, some tucks happening, but not working out. Ooh, the square misdrop. This could be a little bit of trouble here. Long bar dependency on the left now. You get the bar over. That's going to bring things down. And Scuti should be okay. But a very brief scare. Hello, YouTube. As we're about to hit level 19 as Redshirt now dealing with stuff. Look at that tie game, 414, 960. The difference is that Redshirt was backed by 6 lines. So Redshirt should end up having the better transition here. And in fact, we'll get a Tetris there and has one more to go. And we'll actually be in the real-time lead, 464 to 441. Level 19, game number 3. It's do or die for Redshirt. As this game's certainly a little less pacey than our previous two. Tetris for Redshirt. Scuti covers well just as the long bar shows up. But we'll get another one after opening it again. S-flat moment. Tetris for Scuti. Redshirt getting high up on the board. Gets a bar, though. We'll open up the right side. Getting some nice burns and gets the bar over for the Tetris. Back in lines. Back in score. But ahead in pace is Redshirt. He's just going to burn this down. Tetris for Scuti. Redshirt building up. Where's the bar? Trout counter is there. And he covers the well just as the long bar shows up and is in big trouble right now, actually. Gets a bar over, though. Some good taps there from Redshirt. As things open again, now needs a bar. Is just not getting it. Another drought. Scuti takes the lead. He's got a 100,000 point lead. That came out of nowhere. Oh, a hang for Redshirt. And that's going to do it. The hung L cuts off the right side. And Scuti will take it 3-0. And that is it. Here's your winner. He's on the blue side. He's also blue. Blue Scuti. Taking the sweep. 3-0. GG. Like, this could be a banger. We'll have to see how it goes. We started off the game with a bit of a drought, and SV has handled the play afterwards fairly well and has already come out to a 76,000 point lead over Guapi. But both players currently looking good. They choose bars for a Tetris there. Another Tetris for Guapi. A lot of overhangs for SV to start this match out. They're all paying off. It's going to take a burn there rather than wait for the T. A level of discipline I do not have. Ooh. Okay, we have a couple misdrops happening on SV side. We'll see how he ends up handling them. This is going to allow Guapi to charge back a little bit here. Very nice adjustment on that J. Seeing that the long bar was coming, that's a Nestris.org adjustment if I've ever seen one. Of course, Nestris.org has been all the rage recently. And hey, if you're out there listening and you're, kind of enjoying, but not really sure how you want to play, I mean, Nestris.org is a great way to get started. You don't even need an emulator or a console, you can just play online. But if you do have an emulator or console, you can use that too. It's very versatile. I've been very impressed by what Primer's put together. $2.99 for SV, $2.77 for Guafi. It's a 1 Tetris lead for SV. Fears Naked says never give up. Cena fan, I take it. Guafi has taken the lead here. SV will take back the real-time lead, but that is a false lead at the moment. S-flat moment for Guafi there. Probably going to relinquish the lead because the long bar came right after that. And this is actually a little dangerous for Guafi. Sure, he can get out of it. Oh, that adjustment was beautiful. That high up on the board, too? Bang Tetris for Guafi. Well done. Oh my god, that's something a lot of players won't see low on the board. Guafi did that 2/3 of the way up. You're wondering what it takes to be in Division 1, it's moves like that. Those little efficiencies add up so much at the highest levels. A little bit of DAS play there for SV while taking care of something with his rolling hand. We're approaching transition here. It is a close game. 483 for SV, 471 for Guafi. Another Tetris for SV. Both players down to their last Tetris before transition. If the lead holds, it will be SV's. But it may not. Oh, there's the Tetris for Guafi, 519. And SV will go in at 532. So it is a lead for SV, but Guafi is clean. SV is not. SV not in any danger here. Just going to take some time to burn this out. Maybe going for something dirty. Playing 4 rows off the ground with a 6-3 and is going to get punished for it. Gets it back open, but where's the bar? There it is. Bang Tetris. Guafi should be feeling that right about now and takes the requisite burns before getting a Tetris of his own. Another Tetris for Guafi. SV banging one down the right side. Still getting those tucks going. Multiple tucks set up there and gets them both resolved. Passes on the Vits. But does get that Tetris to get the board down. We're neck and neck. 688 for Guafi, 685 for SV. Guafi does have about a Tetris and a half worth of lines from that point. But still a very close game as Guafi will fill in the long bar dependency on the left side. Another drought coming in. A bit of a miss 5-tap there for SV, but should be low enough that he can handle it. Just needs a bar left at some point. And he's not even getting a bar for the right at the moment. And yeah, these burns may cost him a little bit, but with this drought counter, it might be fine. Nice T-tuck, gets the bar, gets the Tetris. And another one. Yeah, NTC calibration is a thing. And as we've seen with some players, their captures just can't handle a smooth game capture. I think the most egregious, obviously, is Alex T's, because his capture is just so horrible. Level 27 for SV, 26 for Guafi. 60,000 point lead for SV. Not a real lead, but a lead all the same. As another drought coming in here on 27. We've had a number of, I'd say mid-sized droughts this game. And you can tell that they're kind of suffering based on the scoring. We haven't even had a max out yet. There's our first one. 1,028,000 for SV, and he'll go in at 1,064,000 to level 29. Waffy will not be able to reach that level of efficiency at this point. So it's going to be playing from behind. We'll go in at 977. Less than 100,000 points back. 3 dependencies, gets 2 filled immediately. SV set up for the Tetris, but Bar again, kind of shy, making an appearance. Finally, one shows up for the Tetris. B93 for SV. A22 for Guafi into the max out. We are off and running on the kill screen, which has really started to fail to kill many top players. But Guafi may be one here. Oh, how are you going to get that down? He's just going to top out 1,071,000 as SV going to take game number 1. So GG's. Jasmine in chat saying, yeah, Sam. Anyway, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them started for game number 2. We'll count them down here. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, rolling is definitely not without its health concerns, I would say. Obviously, we saw last year Pixel Andy having some issues and is just now getting back into the swing of things. Was pretty much forced to do nothing but DAS, and fortunately, Andy had that issue happen to him at a very good time because that's when DAS kind of took off as a separate thing in the Tetris community. So had opportunities to play a lot of DAS Masters events. Of course, there was a Jonas Cup. Maybe do a tap roll hybrid, suggests Hannah. Problem is I can't tap on a controller. All my tapping was on a keyboard. When I play Nestris on 15, I do DAS. Because I can actually control my DAS on 15. And if I get high, I just switch to roll for a few pieces. Waffy is in the void, yes. Normally he's got a light on. Like an LED light or something. Usually red. I've seen blue as well. But not there today. Dwee's like, oh, there is a Waffy. Yeah. I am not going to pretend to know what Dwee typed just before that. Amatixing House? I'm going to assume that meant to be American. But I don't know what the last word is supposed to be. We have a tie game. 199,880 points each, but Waffy behind by 3 lines. Means the pace lead is his. Adjustment from SV there on the long bar. Was going to put it in 7 and then saw the S decided to throw it over in... I'm sorry, 6. And decided to throw it over in 8 instead. I can... Tetris players counting challenge. I can't do it. It's hard. Oh, potential fits here, but does not get the bar for it. Just going to tuck everything in there, except the bar. And gets it done very nicely. Very good from SV there. So we're halfway through level 18, 294, 294. Neck and neck game. SV having to work through some traffic. It's actually going to give Guafi the lead. Guafi having to take a triple as we're in a bit of a drought here. Guafi gets the bar first, followed by SV. There's the Tetris for both. 19,000 point lead for Guafi and 8 lines to work with. Now 12 as SV gets a Tetris there. Another Tetris for Guafi. And again, we're seeing a lot of those mid-sized droughts, the ones that go from like 15 to 30. We saw that last game, and you know, you can tell their pace is suffering from it. They're only only 400,000 at the turn, but you know, we're not looking at like a big 600,000 pace game. Guafi having to play some burns there, gets the job done, and gets the bar over for the Tetris. Should have the lead at transition if this holds. As SV 2 Tetrises away with 2 burns available. We'll get one of them there. Should go in at 500,000 here. Ooh, rough sequence. We'll get the bar for the Tetris. 525 for SV into level 19. Guafi with that Tetris will be better and is not into 19 yet. Oh, a couple of misdrops right before transition for Guafi. Gonna be able to get that bar over for the Tetris. And now both players are kind of looking for... looking to clean up their board. As we are seeing what is not a mid-sized drought. This is a pretty big drought right now. Finally, bar shows up as Guafi can get into that same situation. Bar for SV with the Tetris, 578, 584 for Guafi. Guafi's board looking a little worse for wear as the bar finally shows up after that 36-piece drought. Longest one so far on the day. Pretty tame by CTL standards, but... Guafi having to take some burns here as, again, bar not showing up when it needs to. Drought counter showing up again here. The bar shows up too late. SV has taken the lead real time, 614 to 599, and Guafi just cannot get out of the top of the board right now. There's nothing wrong with the board. It's just he's not getting the bar when he needs it. Finally, it shows up for the Tetris. He'll take the lead back. Dion, thanks for the follow. You have joined at a very interesting time as this match has been pretty good so far. These two are playing each other close. Last time, SV was able to get the advantage before 29. But this time, it's SV with the lead. Or, sorry, Guafi with the lead. 44,000 point lead, 9 lines to work with. Misses the 5-tap to the left. That's going to cost some efficiency. And with these pieces that are coming after it, oh, this is getting ugly. So many dependencies on the board right now. Guafi taking care of them all. SV set up for a dirty Tetris. Finally gets the bar after another long drought. So many of these little droughts. I mean, this game is worse than the last one in terms of pace. Another Tetris for SV. Going center well here for Guafi. Just has to wait out a couple more pieces. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. SV column 2, and we'll go in at 892 to level 29. Set up for the Tetris, just needs the bar. There it is. There's the Tetris, 932. And another one, 969. Next Tetris will be the max. Waffy, meanwhile, trying to get a 900 before going into level 29, and we'll get it, 922. But trails SV in real time, 991 to 926. And I lied, SV did not Tetris into the max out, he got a triple. But we'll get a Tetris there as Waffy gets that 5 tap over, is burning this board down. It was looking a little dicey, but now it's looking a lot better. Just has to get the weight off of the left side somehow. SV in cleanup mode for a moment. Waffy has pretty much been in cleanup mode since the start of level 29. That was a great burn there from Waffy. $30 Peace Drought. 4 Tetris, now a 5 Tetris lead for SV here on level 35. 33